What is up everybody, my name's Just Units and welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to learn about shooting tethered directly onto your computer using a USB cable. So first off, let's talk about the gear that you're going to need. You'll need a USB cable, camera obviously, and a computer or a laptop, something to capture the images into. Now each manufacturer may have a slightly different USB cable. I use Canon and they, on my camera it has this little, can you see there? Yeah, it's not really focusing. Okay. Each manufacturer may have a different USB cable that plugs into your camera, from micro USB to mini USB to USB 3. So just check with your manufacturer. Sometimes the cable comes in the box, sometimes not. You can check lighting, composition and sharpness more easily than that small screen on the back of your camera. Other members of the team, if you're shooting with a hair and makeup artist, a wardrobe stylist, or even clients, can check the images more easily and see if any adjustments need to be made before moving on. It speeds up the workflow as you can rate your images on the fly as you go along and discard the images that are not usable due to lack of sharpness or subject eyes being closed. Subjects can gain confidence by seeing what positioning and posing works and what doesn't. Images can be color graded as you go to show clients what the final image may look like. It can slow down the process if you are continually checking the screen, or subjects are continually checking the screen, which will break the flow of the shoots. So try to avoid that as much as possible. It's okay to check, but if after every 2 or 3 shots you're checking your work, it doesn't really create that nice flow that really gets the best results. The cable can fall out or become loose as you're shooting and you may not become aware of it, and then all those shots are lost, especially if you're shooting it to Capture One, which only records directly onto the computer. This is my system of steps that will get you up and running 99% of the time. First, turn the camera on and off, then remove the camera battery, unplug the USB cable from both the computer and your camera, and then obviously switch the camera back on, put the camera back in, plug in the cable and see if that reconnects. You can restart the software, you can restart your machine. Another really interesting point, if the cable's too short, it doesn't give you much room to move, which isn't great. So make sure you have enough length of cable so that the images are coming in nicely and you have enough freedom to move around. So some questions you may have: do images get saved directly onto the computer? Well, when using Capture One, images get saved only onto the computer. Other software such as Lightroom may be shooting both the card as well as to the computer. Another great question is, if I adjust the camera settings on the software, will it affect my camera? The answer is yes. The USB cable has two-way communication, so if you adjust, for example, your aperture on your software, it will adjust on the camera and vice versa. So you can see live as you're adjusting your aperture or shutter speed, it is currently going to be updating on either your camera or on the computer, whatever you're changing. The advantage of being able to change your settings on the software without touching the computer is if your camera is maybe hanging out over a tripod rig where you're shooting down on a lay flat and it's not really practical for you to either fire the camera or change the settings, you can do that directly on the software, and that way it eliminates you having to go in. If you like this video, please hit that like button, leave a comment, ask a question, let me know what you'd like to see in the next video, what you're struggling with, and let me see if I can help you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and we'll see you in the next video.